In the North Leeds suburb of Gledhow is Little Switzerland, an intriguingly named area, which raises the question, how did it get its name? The hairpin corner on Gledhow Lane, as it winds upwards from Gledhow Valley Road, is one factor. Whilst common in mountainous areas, hairpin corners are a rarity in Leeds. Add to that the steep sides of the valley and the abundance of trees, and we have a reasonable explanation of the title. The high stone walls, winding road and wooded scenery are reminiscent of the Alps. But there is more. Gledhow Hall stands on Gledhow Lane at its junction with Gledhow Wood Road, and in the 18th century it was the home of Jeremiah Dixon. Jeremiah Dixon lived at the hall from 1764 and arranged its remodelling. It was he who had a bridge built over Gledhow Lane to pleasure gardens on the other side. The bridge's keystone still bears the date, 1768, and initials JD. Dixon was responsible for the large-scale plantations that are the basis of the woods we see today. He introduced the Swiss or a furnace-ley pine, propagated from cones which came from Switzerland. It may be that the pines, since superseded by native hardwood, gave the district a Swiss appearance, and its title. Sometime around 1815, JMW Turner painted a view of Gledhow Hall from across the valley in a scene that has some resemblance of an alpine valley floor. Stretching out in front of the hall at that time was Gledhow Park. It was still more or less intact in 1919 when this map was drawn. However, not for long. In 1925, Gledhow Valley Road was built, providing access to the newly developing residential suburbs and changing the rural character of the area. To the west of Gledhow Valley Road, large estates sprawled over the open spaces as the Leeds urban area expanded into the surrounding countryside. In 1885, Gledhow Hall was purchased by James Kitson, the son of the self-made locomotive manufacturer who founded Kitson and Company in Hunslet. The Leeds industrialist and politician became Sir James Kitson in 1886 and Lord Airedale from 1907. Kitson College, which used to stand on Woodhouse Lane, was named after him. Kitson is said to have entertained lavishly, including playing host to Prime Minister William Gladstone. He introduced a superb Bermontoft's faience bathroom in the hall in honour of a proposed visit from the Prince of Wales. Whilst the hall has since been converted into private apartments, the tiled bathroom remains. Though not open to the public, there have been occasional opportunities to view the interior of the hall, including the bathroom, during special events like Heritage Open Days. At the sharp bend on the descent to Gledhow Beck stands Hillside, possibly the building most associated with Little Switzerland. It was once the home of prominent Leeds architect Sidney Decimus Kitson, who lived here from 1901 to 1915. The farmhouse was gifted to him by his half-brother, Lord Airedale, and he took the opportunity to embellish it into the building we see today. Sidney Decimus Kitson was responsible for the design of several hospital buildings in the Leeds area and carried out a good deal of work for the Leeds Corporation. His involvement in designing Leeds College of Art is one of his most famous projects. By 1922, the Gledhow Hall estate was being broken up. The hall itself passed to Leeds City Council in 1923, but the woodland remained in the Kitson family. Shortly before her death in 1944, Hilda Kitson, the daughter of Lord Airedale, presented the woodland area to Leeds City Council to ensure its preservation for the public. She also donated £200, specifically for the preservation of the historic Gipton Bathhouse, located within the woods. Today the valuable green space is maintained by the council, with support from the Friends of Gledhow Valley Woods, who continue the conservation work Hilda Kitson initiated. I do hope you have enjoyed this look into the history of Little Switzerland. It is one of many Leeds local history videos on the Geography Juice channel. Please press like, subscribe and add any comments below. Thank you for watching.